Hey everybody. So I'm back with my fourth YouTube video. Um, I have a confession. I'm playing Taylor Swift right now. I love her too. Not as much as I love Lady Gaga, but I love her too. So I'm playing her because her song "Mine" is off the chain. You can hate her. I don't really care because she is doing her thing and her album is gonna sell. And I know I'm gonna buy it because this song is just too cute. But anyways, I just want to tell y'all that because I know I lied and said that every time I come on here I'm probably gonna be playing Lady Gaga, and I'm not this one time. So you can sue me later. So I was in the shower today, and that's when I came up with the topic that I actually talk about. That's a little bit different. I'm actually changing it up a little bit, and I'm actually going to talk about my first and only fight that I've ever been in. Now, yes, I fought a girl. For all that want to know, yes, it was a girl, and it's not like I only fight girls or something. I don't like fighting. I'm not an advocate for fighting. But I did it, and this was the 11th grade year of high school. So, her name, this bitch's name was Brittany Quinn. I'll never forget her name. Because she was a crazy little thing. She was on her little bipolar status, literally, not figuratively speaking. She literally had bipolar. And we were best friends before we fought. Go figure. But, so basically what ended up, okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning about how we became friends and how it ended up leading to me beating her ass. So, we hated it when I first moved to South Carolina. It was in 7th grade, halfway through 7th grade, and we didn't really. I don't think I really knew her then, but I knew in 8th grade I knew her, and we didn't like each other at all. We could not stand each other, and basically, we did not get along, and we like when we used to sit next to each other because we kind of had like the same friends in 8th grade. We used to always say like these little smart ass replies and everything, you know. And she's the type of girl that nobody kind of liked. And as she went through her high school years, after we progressed from junior high and we went to high school, she's continued to be disliked further and further and furthermore. So, somehow we ended up reconciling in 9th grade year. We made up, you know, we were cool because we had the same drama class together, and we hung out with the same exact crew of people. And so we were really on really cool basis. I wouldn't say we weren't on best friend status, but we were definitely good friends. And then 10th grade came around, and we had the same math class together, and that's when we really got close. So, basically, the summer of 10th, well, going into 11th grade year, after 10th grade year, that summer, I got my license, so we were always hanging out, and she's the first person I came out to. So, you know, we were really close by then, you know, inseparable. I had gotten in so much trouble because of her. Like, I can't even begin to explain to y'all how much trouble I got in over that summer. Like, it's ridiculous, the kind of hoops that I jumped through. This is back in my little naive, I'm gonna please other people time. And after that, bitch, after we stopped being friends, I learned, do not do that to anybody. Don't jump through hoops to nobody. So anyways, I'm gonna progress on with my story here. So school started back up, and she kind of got a little bit shady, and it came to this incident in my car, and it was raining outside, and I guess she was PMSing. I don't know. I really don't know. But she came in my car, and I had the air on. This bitch turned my air off. I looked at her, I was like, "Girl, are you crazy? Like, I could not bring, I hate when people do that. Don't touch, if I'm driving, don't touch the air conditioning. Do not touch the radio station unless you ask, especially if you're in my car. If you're in my car, do not touch anything. I need things the way I need it so I can drive safely. So I was not having that one. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So, basically it wound up being this whole entire thing, and we just stopped talking. And that's when she wrote this little nasty ass blog about me. This is in September of 2008. And she wrote this really nasty ass blog about me on MySpace. And this is before I came out, talking about how I was gay, and how I sucked this guy's dick in his car, and that I let him come in my mouth and all this other bullshit. And she kept on going on and on about how my parents hated me and all this other crap. Like, I brought that stuff to I filed a police report on that bitch, because, that was not about to happen. So, after that kind of got disputed, we didn't talk till February of 2009. And I came out in January of 2009, so I didn't have to worry about her telling any of my business or fabricating any more of my business, because people already knew. People know I'm much classier than the way she was trying to make it seem like I was. So, basically, I'm gonna kind of fast forward the story, because I don't want this video to be forever long. Basically, she's the reason my car broke. I had an Intrepid, a silver Intrepid, and she's the reason that my first car ended up breaking down. She stole my phone. She was a little mischievous thing. And it was at the end of the year, because we were friends from about February till April or May. But we didn't really say anything about each other. It was just kind of like one of those separation things that friends do. They just kind of grow apart. I learned that I didn't want to be around her, and she knew that, and she knew that she couldn't manipulate me anymore. So, basically, one day, this was like 2 weeks before the end of school, I hear that this bitch goes around telling her classmates that I have like these random ass tattoos. Apparently I had like a tattoo of 2 guy symbols, and somebody asked her, does Richie suck dick, and does Richie take dick up the ass, and all this other shit, and she was like, oh yeah, what do you think? And all this other bullshit she was talking. And somebody came back and told me, one of my best friends at the time came back and told me. And I was not pleased about this. So we had lunch after I had heard it, because we had the same third period class together. So I confronted that bitch, and it just turned out to this big ass scene in the cafeteria, and people had to drag me out before I fought her. And so I called my mom. I wanted to stop with one of my friends, and I called my mom. I was just like, you better tell them to get this girl before I kill her. And so the bell rang for lunch to end, and we had to go to our third period class. So we went to class. I walk up in class, and I'm cool and I'm collected now. And she walks in, and I said something. I was like, oh god, this stupid bitch. And she's like, excuse me, what did you want to say? Throwing all this shit in my face. And I went up that bitch's face. I was like, excuse me? Is there something you want to tell me? I mean, since you always like to talk shit behind my back, and you like to do all this other mischievous ass shit, is there something you'd like to tell me? And I had my finger on her face. Like, girl, something you want to tell me. And this bitch had the nerve to grab my wrist, because she knew it was coming. She knew that some knockdown was about to come. I know she had to know, because I did not look like I was kidding. I dropped this whole feminine little act, and I went masculine on her. And this bitch hit me. No, that's right. Before she hit me, I was like, what the fuck you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do? In my little trade voice, what the fuck you gonna do? This bitch hit me in my face. I don't even remember her hitting me in my face. I just know I looked over and she popped one of my, I used to wear the sex bracelets. I know she popped one. That's all I remembered. And I swear to God, I blacked out. And I watched the video. I remember saying this. I remember screaming out, "Bitch!" And I said, "Wow!" Pow! Oh God! That bitch recoiled back. Oh y'all, that bitch. She was so stunned, and I had that bitch thrown back by that slap. And then that's when like we just started doing. I started punching her or whatever. And then my physics teacher, whose name is Mr. Joseph, and he's Arabian, I think, or Indian. And Mr. Richard, what's wrong, Mr. Richard? I was like, this bitch done lost her mind. This bitch had lost her motherfucking mind. And then she was like, I'm gonna go get Chris Butler, I'm gonna go get him. And so she walks out the classroom. I'd already fucked her up one time to go get somebody else. And nobody had really known what had happened at this time. Only the people that were in the classroom. And in the back of my head, I wasn't going to chase her. But I don't know what happened. But I did. I ended up chasing this bitch down the hall. And she went. And then we were in the front of this other person's classroom. And mind you, this whole entire hall is busy. It's crowded with people trying to get to class. And I just whooped that bitch's ass. I was not kidding. I said, bow, bow, bow. I was not kidding with that bitch. She will never forget Richie. That's the one thing I can promise y'all. She will never, ever, ever forget me. I left a lasting impression that bitch's mind. I fucked her ass up. And then the funny part about it is I got suspended for the rest of the year. She did not get suspended for not one day, even though she hit me first. And I had every reason to hit and beat that bitch down. And then everybody had the nerve to say, Richie, you shouldn't have hit a girl. Y'all bitches hated her. Everybody wanted to fight her. But because I was brave enough to do it, because y'all little bitch asses couldn't seem to do it. It's like, so, and the funny part about it is, her parents had got so fed up with her, because she lived with her grandparents actually. Her grandparents got so fed up with her, the day after school ended, that bitch got sent off to Atlanta, Georgia. And her ass has been up there ever since. That's where she spent the rest of her senior year. And then she wanted to try to hit me up on Facebook. It's like, girl, I have nothing I want to say to you. So you can just drop that act real quick. So, that is my first fight. It's a little longer than I wanted it to be. This video is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. But I didn't want to leave out, I did not want to leave out no details because this was a good story. I wish y'all could have seen it. It was so, I know it was much better of a visual. And then somebody took a video and I saw it and I didn't even recognize me. But that's all for today. Comment, message, subscribe, you know the deal.